I started making this video and I realized it wasn't recording the whole time. Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of whatever this is. Today I'm going to be talking about disappointment and privilege, because being a 20-year-old girl still living with her parents in a suburban neighborhood that's predominantly white, I got a lot of that stuff. So I wanted to have a little discussion about it. Now, to set it up, last year I bought a ticket to 5 Seconds of Summer. I bought a sound check ticket. It cost me exactly $200.75 of my own money. Now, that's because I didn't pay any bills at the time, besides my phone bill, which was $40. So, that being said, it was a big thing for me because I didn't really spend that much money on myself, and I don't. So, I was very excited. And the concert was this past Tuesday, July 26th. That morning I woke up, and I had a little pain in my left side. And I thought, oh, it's just gas. It's gonna go away. Well, it did not. Okay, long story short, we waited a very, very, very long time. I was gonna be in the front row for sound check with my dear friend. The pain progressively gets worse throughout the day. I throw up. I go to the first aid tent. I throw up some more. They put me in an ambulance. I throw up some more, and they stick an IV in my arm. I don't know if you can see. It's pretty much gone by now, but right here. Get to the hospital. My parents show up. Throw up in the hallway. They put me on what they did first. They drew my blood, put me on morphine. My parents took a very embarrassing video of me, which you can watch here. Got a CAT scan. Find out I've got a kidney stone. It's that wide. It's 1 millimeter. And I had to miss the whole thing. I missed sound check, I missed the concert, and I missed having a great time with my friends, and I was very disappointed. I know what you're thinking, your health is more important, Madison, and it was. That's why I told the nice man in the first aid tent that I needed to go to the hospital, because we wouldn't have found out what was wrong with me had we not gone to the hospital. But as you can imagine, I was very disappointed, and I was very upset that I had to miss it, because while I was sitting in the first aid tent waiting for the ambulance to show up, they started the sound check, and I could hear it, and I was getting really bummed out while I was puking my brains out into a 32-gallon trash bag. And it sounds, and then it kept making me upset while I was in the hospital, because I was missing my show. I was missing a show I paid $200 for. I had waited a whole year to see. You know, I drove myself. I went there by myself, and I met some people, but you know, I was doing a big girl thing. And then I made myself even more upset, because I was like, wow, I feel like I'm being super ungrateful right now. Because there are so many people that don't even get an opportunity to go to a show. They can't afford a ticket to go to see 5 Seconds of Summer. And me, with my privileged ass, bought a ticket myself because I don't have any responsibilities. I mean, I do, but I don't have a rent to pay. I don't have water bills. I don't have electric bills. I just pay for my phone and my gas and like anything that I want that my parents don't already buy for me. Like, how privileged is that? I get a lot of stuff afforded to me just because my parents have money, and I don't want to phrase it like they care enough about me. They're just, that's how they're choosing to continue to raise me after I've turned 18. Now, with that being said, there are also people in the world that take all of that for granted, and I certainly do not. At least I like to think that I don't. But I kept feeling really bad because I was like, wow, I'm getting so upset about missing this concert, but there's people that couldn't even go, that they didn't get the chance to go. And it made me really think about it. And I was like, wow. Despite this awful thing that's happened to me today, that's my biggest problem right now. Like, I couldn't think of anything worse. And that kind of put it in check for me. I mean, not always, but in my adult life, I've been more aware of everything that I've had the opportunity to do. To go to college with no debt. Because my mother offered to pay for college. Now I had to give up some of the things that I wanted to do, like study musical theater, in order to do that. But there are people that are in their 40s still paying off student loans, and I don't have that. And then, of course, I've got scholarships, and I've got everything like that going towards my education. And so many people don't have those kind of opportunities. And with that kind of eye-opening experience, I'm starting to look for ways that I can help. I want to essentially just put into the community the time and effort that I have and my privilege to give to those who don't. And I spent a lot of my life being selfish because I was an only child. And I'm not saying that that's the only reason I was selfish, because everybody deserves to, care about themselves over other people sometimes. But, when I was younger, I was very entitled. And I'm still learning not to be. Because it's hard to unlearn things that you've grown up just doing. And I think that it's an important lesson for everybody to take a step back and look at everything you've got. Especially those who are privileged, people like me, people richer than me, maybe, Take a step back and look at everything around you and be like, oh, I'm really glad for the things that I have. And for the opportunities that I have. Excuse me. And, because going to the hospital and missing the show made me kind of realize, it brought me back. Because I feel like I was starting to lose sight of things just a little bit. And it kind of brought me back and made me more aware of other people around me. That sounds kind of bad, but, and I know that it's a good thing to focus on yourself as well. And, I'm allowed to be upset about what happened because, that was a thing that I was looking forward to. But you also have to kind of look at the bigger picture as well. So anyway, if you guys have any suggestions for things that I can do to put back into the community, especially around the greater Cincinnati area, leave them in the comments. I will definitely look at them and I will consider my options and everything. If you like this video, go ahead and tap that like button, and if you'd like to subscribe for more, click the Oscar painting. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you beautiful faces next time. I almost started doing Jacksepticeye's outro. Maybe that should be my outro. I should just parody other YouTubers' outro.